and its southern straits have long been the nautical crossroads for shipping and trade in Southeast Asia. Today, this stretch of water becomes the scene for the crowning event in Southeast Asia's sailing calendar, the Singapore Straits Regatta and the Sir Thomas Lipton Perpetual Trophy. The yacht racing scene becomes more popular and challenging, with competitors sailing in from Australia, New Zealand, Hong Kong, Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, Brunei and Japan. The competing yachts undertake a series of 5 races over 5 days, with courses that take them from Singapore to Indonesia and back. The fresh breezes of January's northeast monsoon make for ideal sailing conditions. At stake is both the 3rd Singapore Straits Regatta and, for the first time, the Sir Thomas Lipton Perpetual Trophy, which is awarded to the best overall performer competing in Malaysia's Raja Muda Regatta, Thailand's King's Cup Regatta and the Singapore Straits Regatta. The Straits Regatta is held off Raffles Marina on the west coast of Singapore. Based on a triangular course around floating buoys, the yachts have to complete 2.5 circuits in a steady breeze of 5 to 8 knots and an ebb tide of 1 to 2 knots. A 10-minute warning blast from the committee boat proclaims the start of race 1. The skippers and crews are now winding up to bring their yachts into racing trim. After the 5-minute siren, tactics are crucial to winning the start as the yachts jostle, forcing and feinting for the best positions. The 10-second countdown, the siren is sounded and the boats cross the start line in the Straits Regatta, starting again at Alert Shoal Buoy off Raffles Marina. The Laksamana Passage race travels south of Singapore under the famous Raffles Lighthouse to finish at Nong Sa Point Marina on the island of Batam in Indonesia. A fine morning and a consistent breeze of 5 to 10 knots has many of the yachts hoisting their spinnakers to run on a broad reach and pass through the anchored ships and busy traffic of the Singapore Straits. Day 3 of the Singapore Straits Regatta, and the first race is a shortened windward-leeward sausage course off Nong Sa Point Marina in Batam, Indonesia. This is a rerun of the first race, which was cancelled due to lack of wind. The 4-lap sausage race offers close action, high-pressure racing, and the chance for both sailor and his yacht to prove their quality. The siren is sounded and Millennium leads the upwind start. The course is a passage from Nong Sa Point, 9 miles across the busy straits of Singapore to the Malaysian coast, and then up to the finish at Changi Sailing Club, Singapore. Vida, currently leading in points for the Sir Thomas Lipton Cup, needs to sail a very good race against close rivals Millennium and Big Buzzard to maintain their lead. 15 knots and above, as the yachts jostle for position around the starting line. Jenny 3 and Millennium appear to have the best start. Most important for Vida, they have comprehensively beaten Millennium, who comes in 7th, and the result means victory in the Sir Thomas Lipton Perpetual Cup. Now the party begins.
We decided to tack away from the fleet because we believed there was a little bit more pressure to the right, and unfortunately in 200 metres of sailing that cost us the race.
We had 2 goals for today's race, which was really to win the Lipton Cup. Was our
has in his possession something like 80 over prize trophy dating back to the 1920s. Sir Thomas Lipton Trophy is one of the older trophies which was given to us in 1923. So we hope that the Thomas Lipton will, in time to come, be as famous, probably the Singapore Cup.
Yacht racing regattas are not all hard work. At the end of all the racing, jibbing, tacking and grinding, everyone relaxes with a little bit of fun, fashion and food. Although some of the yachtsmen seem to be inspired to change their careers. The final night's prize giving is the time and place to honour achievement. The week's events are relived, and the memories of the results are most important. For others, the simple joy of participation is the reward. Feats of skill and daring are relived. Tales are told, both tall and true. The shared experience of the past week is common currency for those gathered here tonight, where the winners are honoured and the yachting fraternity strengthened till next year, when they will come back to sail and celebrate again.
The future, I think, is very good for the Singapore Straits Regatta, because I think it is a great regatta. It's very challenging. It's a good experience for us. We'll certainly be back here next year and for many years to come.